Hi, and welcome to our final week 4 with Fitz at No Bones About It Puppy Day School. Just want to talk about a couple things as we try to wrap everything up that we've been working on. Fitz, when he came here a couple weeks ago, was our biggest challenge was sort of the willingness to jump on anything and everything. And I said last week, I think he's made really great strides in that area. So that's awesome. We need to continue to really encourage downward vibes. So we are continuing to make sure, continuing to make sure we're rewarding at lower levels as dogs come in. Hi, Fitzy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Sometimes just putting treats on the ground for rewards, sometimes putting them below his chin so he is less apt to want to pop up when he gets excited. We just have to have that become his go-to behavior. This week, our struggle has been a little bit of adolescent behavior. What I've been seeing, now you're all perfect. You're just perfect. What I've been seeing is a lot of kind of wandering around in the yard, not as much responsiveness even to name game. And when I don't see responsiveness to name game, I don't even try to use my recall word. So remember, when we add the word come, we always want to make sure we have what I call engagement. We have that puppy looking at us and looking like they're really wanting to find out what we need. So if a dog is in a position where they're playing and I say their name, they don't even look at me, I'm going to stop right there and not continue. I'm going to figure out how to make it easier by closing the distance between us, or if there's excuse us, or removing the distractions if I'm in a place where I can move distractions. So I'm kind of just wanting to let these guys play a little bit in here so that I can show you kind of some of the challenges we're having when these guys get really worked up together. Hey, what's it? Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Want to get that one? Want to get that one? Hi. Rosie's been with me a lot longer, so she kind of gets this vibe. She knows when we're videotaping that we're probably going to be working, so she's not as apt to, oh, there she goes. So now is the time when I want to see what kind of reaction I can get, and this is going to be really hard, a dog playing keep away with another dog. So, Fitz! Yes, good job! Very nice. So that was great. He had a toy, he was running around playing. I said his name, he walked over to me, he gets his reward. Go find that. Fitz! Yes, good job. The other thing we haven't talked a lot about, but one of the things, he does not like a lot of pressure put on his collar or his harness, meaning if I go to try to pull him, this is not his normal vibe. His normal reaction would be to start jumping away from me. The way that I can combat that is what we call just a collar grab game, where I have my cookie hidden. See, that would be normal for him. I try to reach out and he hops away. So I would spend some time really just putting your hand on your collar, delivering the cookie, keeping that cookie hidden until I reach out, put a little bit of pressure on, not enough to make him want to move away from me, but do the same thing with the harness. So we call that the gotcha game or the collar grab. No words for it, just conditioning the dog to understand that when I reach out and put pressure towards you or on your collar, that you should want to move with me, not away from me, okay? So again, I mentioned this yesterday at drop-off, that we really go back to square one when we see a dog regress a little bit. We don't think, oh, last week you had the perfect recall and you were great at name game, and now you're just choosing to be, you're just choosing not to respond to me. You're just being a jerk, kind of thing. We don't want to go with that because it's part of development. And we tend to blame the dog instead of the training process. And so we really have to look at our training process and say, if I see some regression, I need to go back to basics. I need to go back and work on name game at closer distances. I need to maybe, when I'm out where I feel like the dog's really distracted, I need to go ahead and really amp up the level of my reward system. Because again, our buddy Fitzy he loves food, but it's not like the be all and the end all for him. And his general temperament is pretty mellow. So we have to work a little bit harder with dogs like that in order to get that drive and enthusiasm that we want, especially for leaving things that they find really important to them at that moment. So just want to give a quick little demo of what I've been struggling with here. Hey, Fitz! So watch when I go. It's really not funny, but it is kind of funny because it's been going on for a couple of minutes now. So he's just decided that when I reach out to grab him, he wants nothing to do with it. So he's hopping away. So anytime I'm kind of moving towards him, he's skeptical of what's gonna, I think he thinks it's a big game because he's kind of being silly about it. But one of the things that I could do then is think about something that I could get him to do to move closer to me. So we do touch, touch. And even that, you could see when he comes in, touch. Each time I'm trying to move it a little bit closer and sit. So normally what I would do is I would go to get him to sit, and as I'm treating, I would try to grab his collar at the same time. So touch. Everybody wants to do it. Touch. Oopsie. Touch. Sit. Sit. And then I would go back and I would do some collar grab, cookie, collar grab, cookie, touch, sit. There, that was very good. It was really good, buddy, very good. Okay, so that's just a really quick little snippet of sort of how we deal with behaviors where the dog decides to start doing things that aren't really working for us. We want to go back again to really basic stuff, get a lot of rewards in there, get the dog feeling good, relax us a little bit, and then see if we can work from there. All right, so for the last part of what we've been working on, we're trying to institute a go to your place cue. So you could say place, you could say go to your bed. I try to, thank you, buddy. I try to pick a surface that I can take away when we're not working. So I like these small little crate mats that I can fold up and put away. You could even use a towel or a small blanket. The reason being is that I want this to be of utmost value to the dog. And so every time we come here and we lie down on it, they get lots of rewards. And if I'm not using it and it's out and the dog comes over and nothing great happens, then it kind of undoes a little bit of the work that I'm doing. So that's why eventually you should be able to point to any place and give your cue, go to your bed, go to your place, and oh, all kinds of tree droppings happening. It's very distracting, isn't it? Touch. Yes, good job. All right, so let me show you how we're working on this. I'm gonna get the puppy off of the bed, and then we're gonna use our say it, show it, pay it. So I'm gonna say, go to your bed. Actually, I'm gonna stand on the other side so you can see a little bit better. Say, go to your bed. Then I'm gonna walk over here, point, and then you saw how Fitz kind of sniffed. Yes, Fitz kind of sniffed at the ground or at the mat. That just because he knows, okay, that we've been working with this a little bit, and he's expecting something good to happen. All right, go to your bed. Yes, very nice, good. So go to your bed is sort of an all-encompassing, okay, I want to make sure I give my release cue that lets you know you can get up. But it's a cue that means go to the place that I'm pointing or showing you, lie down, and don't move until I give you permission. The stay part takes a lot of practice and effort, and a lot of times if I'm using a place cue and I want to do it during dinner, or maybe if I have friends over or things like that, I'll actually use a tie down for a while. I'll take his leash and I'll tie it to something near the bed so the dog can't keep getting up and wandering around, because every time that happens, we have to get up, we have to acknowledge the dog. There's a lot of reinforcement that they get from that, so I prefer to just have the dog sort of near me in a tie down, and I can kind of continually toss treats down there to remind the dog that that's a great place. Okay, touch. Good, go to your bed. Now it's hard in the beginning if I don't give some body language cues and move towards it. Yes, good. Very nice. But eventually, touch. Okay, go to your bed. So again, he's going to generally tend to want to go down right where I stop. Okay, go to your bed. Yes. And sometimes I don't even wait for him to lie down. I just want to give the reward for getting on the mat. Okay, touch. Good. Go to your bed. Yes, good job. All right, touch. Okay, go to your bed. No, that's not it. If he misses the mat, there you go, yes. Yes, good. So if he misses, I just give him a cue like, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, let's try it again. Go to your bed. Yes, good. Very nice. Touch. Okay, go to your bed. Yes. There, you got it. All the way on. Fitz. Fitz. On your bed. What happened? Sometimes we'll just do a full restart. Fitz, let's go. Go to your bed. Yes. Good. Good job. Yay. So, in general, he's got a great foundation for a lot of the skills we've been working on. And the key is to really continue to work through these all through adolescence. If you really didn't do anything else but continue with kind of these foundation skills that we've set up, name game, hand targeting and then working into recall, working on go to your place, and then some of our leash manners. I mean, if you really just stuck with those, you're gonna come out at a 2-year-old place, dog that's 2.5, with an amazing dog. What I tend to see happen, just as kind of a food for thought, is I tend to see that the dog kind of gets to a certain place in their young age training, and everybody's like, that's pretty good, I'm pretty satisfied with this, and then they don't continue with any of the rewards. And you know, what I equate that to is kind of like working out. Like working out isn't a process where you get to a certain point and then you get to stop, right? It's like you need to sort of, especially with a young brain and a young dog, it's like you just need to continually reinforce stuff. And it doesn't mean you should have to spend any additional time with your dog than you already do. It just means asking for behaviors, rewarding for behaviors, working into multiple behaviors for maybe one reward. Things like that are going to keep them active and keep them working for you, so that they don't start finding other things that they find really rewarding that aren't really specifically things that we're looking for. So great job on the 4 weeks with Fitz. We're going to miss him at Puppy Day School, and hopefully we'll see you around town. Thanks. Bye.